Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, in this beautiful opportunity, I would like to talk about beyond words, discovering of the soul culture through language. Let's begin with a simple question. Have you ever learned a word in another language that had no direct translation in your own and suddenly felt as if a door to a new way of thinking had opened? That's a magic I want to explore with you today. Language is more than a tool for communication. It is a vessel of history, emotion, and identity. When we speak, we're not just stringing words together. We are drawing from centuries of collective experience. Each phrase carries the fingerprints of the people who shaped it. Take, for example, the Portuguese word saudade. It means a deep, bittersweet longing for something or someone that may never return. English has no single word for it, but when you learn saudade, you also learn the Portuguese speakers give voice to very specific human feelings. Or the Japanese concept wabi-sabi, which celebrates imperfection and impermanence. It is just an aesthetic. It is a worldview, one that teaches us to find beauty in the cracked wool, the faded fabric, or the fleeting moment. Firstly, language shaped thought. Linguists call this the saber-rough hypothesis, the idea that the language you speak influences the way we think. For example, some indigenous Australian languages use cardinal direction instead of left and right. Speakers of this language develop an extraordinary sense of orientation because their language trains them to always know where north is. Secondly, language preserves culture. Every proverb, idiom, or folk song is a capsule of cultural memory. When elders share a story in their mother tongue, they had a passing on wisdom that might be lost in translation. Protecting language means protecting identity just as much as preserved monuments or artifacts. Thirdly, language builds bridge in our world. In a time when misunderstanding can spark conflict, learning a language becomes a form of diplomacy. A simple greeting to another tongue can open doors, create trust, and dissolve barriers faster than any formal treaty. Ladies and gentlemen, learning a language isn't only about new vocabulary. It's about expanding empathy. When we speak someone else's words, we briefly step into their shoes, see through their eyes, and feel through their heart. So, as we move through our globalized world, let language merely as barriers to Africa, but as bridge to deeper understanding. Each word we learn is a key to unlocking the stories, values, and dreams of another culture. Let's challenge ourselves. Learn beyond the classroom, explore beyond the textbook, and dare to make mistakes because mistakes are proof that we are learning. Let language be our bridge to understand people, culture, and perspectives. The more we open ourselves to new language, the wider our world will become. Beyond words lies the soul of a people, and when we take the time to listen to any language, we discover that the human story is both wonderfully diverse and beautifully shared. Finally, thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.